Hey guys, Diana here. I wanted to do a video to really go over how to do meal planning with your 21-day fix guide. So first of all, you need to open up your box and locate your 21-day fix eating plan guide. All right, and flip to page 4 down here. This walks you through the calculation you first need to do to determine how many of each container you're going to eat. So go through that calculation. All right, so page 4. And then it instructs you to go to pages 18 and 19. So here on page 19, depending on what your calorie calculation was, it tells you how many of each container to eat. Green is veggies, purple is fruits, red is protein, yellow is carbs, blue is healthy fat, like cheese and nuts, the orange is seeds and salad dressings, and then the teaspoons represent how many servings of like coconut oil, olive oil, natural peanut butter, that kind of thing you can have. So the chart goes across. So if you're in the highest bracket or one of the higher brackets, if you feel like you're eating too much, it's too much to eat, you can go down a bracket from there. But you always want to at least have this minimum of this first bracket. And don't undereat one category and be fine on the others, like especially your veggies and your proteins, those kind of things. You really want to make sure you're hitting your numbers. And yes, the first one's 3, 4, 5, 6. So if you're all the way over here, you got a lot of veggies to eat, but that is really crucial for you to get your results, because veggies are so good for you, have so many nutrients. All right, anyway, all right, so there's your calculation. If you flip to the next couple pages after that, you will see what goes in your containers. All right, so starting on page 25, here's the list of everything you can have in the green container. Now, as a general guideline, you would fill your green container, which in real life, it's about this big, with as much as you can into this green container to fill it up all the way to the top, and that's a serving of vegetables. So a serving of broccoli or green beans might be a little bit more than what you were originally putting on your plate before, if at all. Things like lettuce and spinach, take a loose handful and that'll be your measurement. If there's any other way to measure things, it'll say right here, like asparagus is on here, and asparagus is 10 large spears. So obviously you can't fit asparagus in here. So that's why it gives you another, the guideline for the actual number. So same thing goes through all the categories. So make sure you read through this. Purple, so you got fruits, you got your carbs, you got your proteins and your healthy fats and your seeds and salad dressings. And then make sure you just read through this whole book. It's not that long of a book. It'll probably take you about half an hour. It gives you ideas for how to spice up your foods. It gives you actual recipes. And then I want you to flip over to page 38 and 39, okay? This gives you some alternatives during the week for little cheats. Like if you want your glass of wine, it says you need to fill up a shaker cup with about 4 ounces of wine, and that'll replace one of your carbs for the day. So yes, you give up one of your carbs and you get some wine. Not too bad of a trade-off, I'd say. So this walks you through exactly what that means. Now I will say on page 38, it says that almond milk is a swap out for a carb. Like 16 ounces of unsweetened almond milk equals 1 carb. But Autumn Calabrese, this lovely lady here, has come out and said that she doesn't believe that you need to swap it out for anything. So feel free to use almond milk. I wouldn't exceed 16 ounces a day, just because we don't want to get too crazy. But if you have up to 16 ounces of unsweetened almond milk or unsweetened vanilla almond milk or cashew milk, anything like that, in your shake or as a drink, go for it and don't have to substitute a container for that, okay? And then if you flip farther back, there's recipes. So it's like, here's a section starting on page 44 that'll give you some, like a mixed veggie stir fry recipe, and it'll tell you how many containers equivalent that is underneath each recipe. Okay, so there's some oil here. There's some dessert recipes farther back too. Each one of these recipes in the book will tell you the container equivalents. And if you go to Beachbody's website, teambeachbody.com, they have a blog where they have recipes, and they will give the equivalents for the 21-day fix containers as well. And not to mention, if you could just simply go on Pinterest, you will see a 10 zillion 21 day fix recipes. You can type in 21 day fix lasagna and have like 50 options. And a lot of times people, when they put things on Pinterest like that, they'll give you the equivalents for that recipe right along with it. So many resources out there. You just have to do this, okay? Do the work. All right, flip over to page 15. And these are things that you do not want to be adding. There's a list that says just say no. Cream, half and half, non-dairy creamer. So if you like coffee, you got to get rid of that junk, the chemical garbage that you're putting into it, because you can still have some tablespoons of milk. Mix that in your coffee or your tea. 1 to 2 teaspoons a day of raw sugar, honey, and molasses, maple syrup, agave syrup, and stevia. You can have unlimited things like cinnamon, lemon, pumpkin spice, nutmeg. Those kind of things can go in your coffee or your tea. And then there'll be a list of spices in the back that are free-for-alls, like pure vanilla extract, cinnamon, like paprika, cumin, chili powder. You can go nuts, sea salt. All right, let me just look real quick. I think that covers the basics. So read the book. You cannot get away with doing this program correctly if you're not going to read this book. All right. Okay. So let's talk about meal planning. So what I do is I'll write my containers along the top. So you see here, I get three veggies, two purples, which is fruits, 4 proteins, 2 carbs, yellow, 1 blue, that's that's healthy fats like cheese and nuts. Orange is like salad dressings and sunflower seeds, and then 2 teaspoons of oil, like a healthy oil or a natural peanut butter. Now I like to usually at the end of the day save at least 1 or 2, or maybe 1 if not both teaspoons for some peanut butter, because who doesn't like to eat peanut butter with a spoon, am I right? Okay, so I happen to eat 6 times a day. You get to choose. I'd say 5 to 6 is a good number. That way you're feeding yourself, fueling that metabolism during the day. Okay, so meal 1, I'm always having a Shakeology. Let's see, which I have right here, Shake-O. Then I always have some fruit in it, and I always put spinach in it. And so boom, boom, boom. You can see I took care of a red, I took care of a purple, I took care of a green container. Move on to my snack. This example here, I have some Greek yogurt and some fruit, and I'll probably put some cinnamon in there and maybe a little bit of stevia or some little drizzle of agave syrup, organic. Okay, so this isn't a complete list, but this just shows you that meal 1, snack, meal 2, snack, meal 3, snack, and then you just fill it out. And then that way, if you keep it in a line like this, you can keep track of how many containers you're eating. And I have a sample of like a color-coded sheet that I can give to you that accomplishes the same thing, and it has the colors at the top. Okay? All right. So, and that same resource that I have in the PDF has a few sample days that I've created for my needs. I'm in the first category of the food. Like I said, you might have a different calculation. So I hope that covers everything. Make sure you read through the book. And if you have any questions after reading through the book and listening to this video, just reach out. I'll be happy to talk with you on the phone or meet with you in person. Just make sure you do this for yourself. You bought this program. Your time is valuable. Your money is valuable, and your health is valuable. Don't go half-assed at this. All right, you need to go full on it. It's 21 days. You can do this. Anyone can do this. I've done this. So many people have done this. Okay? All right, guys. Thanks for listening, and I'm here to help. Bye.